Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday, and thank you guys for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, as you can see, we're going to do a very special look only at the cartoon collection Man-at-Arms, or the Filmation style Man-at-Arms. I was able to find him online, and I got him today. I am not going to be unboxing him, unfortunately, and also I don't have Skeletor from the Filmation cartoon collection either. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be unboxing him, but we'll take a look at the figure itself in the packaging. His weapons, what he comes with. Of course, we'll compare him to the Wave 1 Man-at-Arms, okay? And we'll be looking at also his Serpent Claw version as well. Of course, also thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, we'll compare him to the Super 7 Filmation style figure in the line. Okay, and of course, at the end of the video, I will do another Funko Pop in the World of Master Universe. Okay, so here we go, guys. Now, I do have him encased in this Noseline casing, protective casing, right here. Looks absolutely amazing, right there. There he is, Duncan right there. Unpunched. The card back looks absolutely amazing. You got the Cartoon Filmation Collection brand right there. His weapon right there. There's Duncan right there. All right. And tomorrow I will be going back to the Rise of the Snake Men line from the Origins line. I'm just taking a little detour right now today. Of course, these figures are based from the Filmation style cartoon. Background, it looks like absolutely amazing. And this is what's similar to what I did with He-Man and Beast-Man from the cartoon collection, my first run. In that video, if you watched it, I did not unbox those until I got my second versions, and that's gonna be like this. I'm going to show you what what the figure looks like, and we'll compare it to his Wave 1 figure and his Serpent Claw figure. Of course, Man-at-Arms has been through, has been in the Origins line quite a few times. Of course, his first figure being, in the Lords of Power 5-pack. Then, of course, you got Wave 1. Man-at-Arms. If you did get the Eternia Palace Guard version, you can swap parts out and head sculpts, and you can make your own vintage style Man-at-Arms. Of course, we just got recently the Serpent Claw Man-at-Arms from the Snake Men line, and now we have the cartoon collection here. All right, flip around the back. Of course, in the new cartoon collection, you have that He-Man, the Master Universe Filmation style logo right there. It looks absolutely amazing. The beautiful purple blue sky right there. The 80s adventure, based on the Filmation 80s cartoon, right there. In the back of the packaging, you can see Grayskull from the Filmation style. Also, like I was right, that each two figures in the wave gets their own unique comic book, and I will show the comic a little bit better down the road when I unbox these guys. But the Wizard. Hope I'm saying that right. But so each two figures in the wave get their own unique comic book. So I have no doubt that Skeletor, when we get him in the collection, will have the same particular comic book as well. Around the back. Of course, the weapon he uses is seen in the Dragon Invasion Filmation cartoon, right there. Which, one thing I love about this is that each new cartoon collection figures will have a weapon or something that has to do with a Filmation cartoon. There's old Duncan right there. His weapon of choice. And we've done reviews for He-Man and Beast-Man, and we unboxed them as well on the channel. And I look forward to getting Skeletor and two more Skeletors and Man-at-Arms again, so we can unbox them on the channel. So stay tuned for that, guys. I will be unboxing him very soon. Hopefully we'll get my second version of Man-at-Arms. And I need to get at least two Skeletors in the collection. One to keep, in nice, good condition, and one to unbox with you guys. And there you go. They include Stasis Ray. All right. Put back around. Of course, I have Wave 1 Man-at-Arms. I'll put them right next to each other. You can see the big differences between the two. Especially in the area of his chest plate here, with Wave 1 vintage style kind of like man at arms. You can see more detail in the chest plate, where what you see here from the Filmation style is not very much, but it's right on. It's right on point. This is how Duncan looked like in Filmation, right there. Of course, in Filmation, Duncan did have two armored, shoulder pads and elbow pads, and wrist pads on both arms in Filmation style. Whereas, of course, in the Origins line and the vintage '80s line, you only had one side only in the '80s version and the first wave of Origins right there. Now you notice one thing about this version of Duncan right here is, of course, his mallet right here is a much bigger, wide mallet right there compared to his smaller version right there. Also, his arm, his helmet is just right out of the Filmation style right there. Very, very cool. Compared to the Wave 1 Man at Arms right there. Of course, like with the all-new cartoon collection or Filmation collection, there's more detail in the muscles in the legs right there. You can see, and they stand about roughly about 6 inches, so they're a little bit taller. They're more upright than the classic version or the classic '80s version and the Origins, waves right there. Of course, you can see in the Wave 1 Duncan here, you can see more detail in the belt right there. Where the Filmation, he does not have that as well. All right, let's compare. Now let's compare him to the Serpent Claw Man at Arms. I have him right here. See the difference in color palette right there between the three figures right there. This is Duncan right there, and the Serpent Claw version right there to his Filmation style. And of course, Wave 1 Duncan right there. Even the shoes, if I can show you, is a little bit different right there in the Filmation cartoon collection compared to his first run in Origins right there. A little bit different. And of course, I do have a loose version of Duncan. I have his, as you can see, I have his Eternia Palace Guard version right here. Of Duncan here, another member of the Lords of Power version right here. And I do like the fact that, the first 4 figures out of the 5 here, and I have no doubt that, Merman from the Filmation cartoon collection will be coming very soon. The first 4 figures in this new cartoon collection is 4 out of the 5 members of the Lords of Power. I think that was a nice little touch that Mattel gave us right there. Of course, here he is in Super 7 right here. This is what he looked like in Super 7. Thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, there he is. Very, very similar, kind of, right there. Of course, there's more detail in the belt right there. But as you can see in this chest plate, with the Super 7, it's almost identical to the cartoon collection here. Very little detail in the armor, but still absolutely amazing. Of course, with him, you can see he gets the same weapon too. Wow, I didn't even know that. I never owned the Super 7 Filmation style collection, guys. So, what's better? What do you feel is better right now? Do you like, the Super 7 right here, Filmation style? Or do you like the new cartoon collection style of Filmation figures right now? Like, you can see that even with, he comes with the same type of stasis ray right here in the Super 7 Filmation style figure. And his mallet right there, or his club, is like just like this one. It's very, big right there. So that's very cool. I like that. Of course, you can see the differences in the mallet right here and the original Origins figure of Duncan right here, and much smaller right there compared to his Filmation style. And I can't wait to unbox these guys. I really do. I can't wait to unbox them, him and Skeletor. But I have to get Skeletor first, guys, and I need to get 2 more Skeletors to unbox him, and another Duncan, because this Duncan came very nicely. It came unpunched. The card looks absolutely amazing. And so I'm using if you don't, I also want to, now I'm not being sponsored by these guys, but I got to show you this case here. These cases are absolutely amazing here. These cases are great. From this company called Noseline, right there. Cases right there. These do an amazing job, guys, you know, for your figures. Keeping them nice and secure for any of your, you know, figures that mean a lot to you. Right there. Keep them protected, dust-free. Very strong, very sturdy, you know. If you are a collector that does want to find your figures unpunched, you can see right there. So you can display your figures, you know, on the wall if you wish. Very cool, guys. And they're very easy to put. Take my Wave 1 Man-at-Arms. Goes right into the case right here. Like that. There you go. Now I have Wave 1 Man-at-Arms encased for extra protection right there. And you get them roughly for like 12 cases for a dozen, roughly about $50. I think that's a great deal. So I'm going to show you right now my other encased cartoon collection right here. Mine is Skeletor, but I'm looking for Skeletor. But there you go, guys. There's all the cartoon collection figures right now that I have in the collection. All unpunched. Looks absolutely amazing, right out of the Filmation style. And these, I gotta say, like I said before, with He-Man and Beast-Man, these are the figures I wanted since day one when I watched He-Man in the Filmation style cartoon. Now, I do love the 80s versions of He-Man, and I love the Origins versions, and, you know, but this is the He-Man line that I wanted, and I don't know why. I'm kicking myself for not going after the Super 7 Filmation style figures. But now, the new cartoon collection, you know, now I can, like, get these now. They look absolutely amazing. Alright, guys. I'd like to take the time now to show you my Funko Pop today. Of course, with Man-at-Arms, you know, going crazy. I'm going to show you my Man-at-Arms Funko Pop here. My Filmation style right there. Funko Pop of Man-at-Arms. There he is. Absolutely amazing. From the Specialty series of Funko right there. Has that same style armor, and he's got both arms, you know, fully armored up. Duncan right there. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the Filmation, it's Filmation. I want to call it Filmation. Now, why they have to call it cartoon, I don't know. I guess maybe Mattel does not have the full rights to call it Filmation figures, or because it's the same thing. If you watched any of the Filmation cartoon, you know, like the cartoon collection here, all the letters in the Filmation show is all different colors and stuff like that, like the cartoon collection here. So there you go, guys. There's a look at Man-at-Arms. And like I said before, I will unbox him when I get my second version. So stay tuned to the channel for that. And I'll be boxing Skeletor as well. And we'll be looking at the comic book that comes with Man-at-Arms. Because you can see, with He-Man, And Beastman, he's got the same. They have the same comic, whereas Man at Arms here does not. Him and Skeletor should, I believe, would have the same comic book that goes with them. And I'm very curious, once I do unbox him, if his helmet is removable. It looks like it can be. I don't know. I don't think it is, but I don't know. I will try to. I'm going to try very carefully once I unbox Duncan here, if I can remove the helmet. And I'm not too sure because about the left armor here. I'll keep it. I will keep it. When I unbox him. It's because it's right out of the Filmation cartoon, but as collectors for over 40 years, Duncan has always been portrayed in the toy line, except for maybe Super 7, not having the left side armor here or the right side armor here in the figure. He doesn't come like that. But this is Filmation style. I'm going to keep it just as is. Looks absolutely amazing. All right, guys. I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers. Made it this far in the video and subscribed. Please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys all things Masters Universe, like the new cartoon collection here from Origins, from Basic Origins as well, because tomorrow on Sunday, we'll be going back to the Rise of the Snake Man line. We have a few more figures left to take a look at, so I can't wait to do that on Sunday. Hit that like button, guys. That thumbs up, and thank you so much for doing that, guys. It helps me a lot. It helps me grow my channel. It gets people to to take at least a look at my videos and stuff like that, and hopefully they were subscribed. If you're new to the channel, like I said, subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. I talk all things Master Universe, like the Masterverse line here, like the CGI line, like Funko Pops now. Share this video, guys, who has a love and a passion for collecting all things Masters of the Universe, like the new cartoon Origins collection here, like vintage Origins, like to the 80s, to the Masterverse line, to 2000X, to the Super 7 line, to Mondo, to Funko Pops, to the 80s version, to the Classics version, to CGI now, to the new Turtles of Grayskull that's coming out very soon. So guys, I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.